Welcome back to my channel. Today, we will talk through the steps you need to take before you start dating. Often, we just dive into relationships without actually understanding who we are. We don't understand the person we're dealing with because we don't understand ourselves. So if we could understand ourselves better, it prepares us before we start dating. Who are you? Who are you? No, really, who are you? Because understanding yourself will give you a better understanding of your personality. And that in turns will make you understand the kind of person you want to date. Are you an extrovert or an introvert? What are your patterns? When I mean patterns, what triggers you? When do you get tired? What are the things that you do that you know deep down I shouldn't be doing? How do you deal with emotions? How do you react to things? How do you handle things? How do you handle an argument? Are you a loud or a quiet person? Understanding yourself gives you clarity of who you want. Often, we go into dates blindly. Anything goes, anything comes. You can't live your life like that, girl. Having a better understanding of yourself equips you to know who you want into your life. Go to sit down and journal. Just write down. Ask yourself, who am I? The second point for me, I feel is very important. It's your values. Identify your values and beliefs. What are your values? Make a list of your core values. What principles are most important to you? What are they? What can you put up with? What can you not put up with? What is it for you? You think, okay, I can deal with this. I can tolerate this. So what are those core values? What are your beliefs? Write them down. Have them. So that when you go out and you meet people, you will know whether this is the person I want to date or not. Because from your value, you will know what his values are. And there are questions that you need to ask them, from the onset of the relationship to know whether your values and their values align. Values and their values don't align. There's no need to go into that relationship. These are your core principles. It's things that matters most to you. You got to understand them so that you don't make mistake. For me, I value so much my family. So when I meet someone and they're the kind of people that don't want their mom around them, how is it going to work? I don't know why we women will make this mistake. You're the type that maybe you've grown in this lovely community. You love your family. And you've met someone who are not in good terms with your family. They might not even be talking to their brothers or sisters or their parents. Like you go into that relationship. He won't even let you invite your family over. To him, is alien. It's not him. It's not what he does. But you've gone into this relationship with him and suddenly you want him to change. You want him to talk to your sister. You want him to have your mom over when his own mom, he has not invited his mom to visit him. So what are our values? These are important. Sometimes we think it's nothing. It doesn't mean that much. It means a lot, girl. It means a lot. Because this is your life. You don't want to mess about with it. You don't want to waste that time. You got to know what you're doing and you walk towards that. And whilst you're talking about your beliefs, you've got to also understand that maybe some of these beliefs that we have, they are outdated. You have to ask yourself, are these beliefs that I have today shaped due to past experiences? If they are, then it's something you have to revisit and work on yourself and decide on a better strategy. System that is serving you well, yes and good, you can keep. But your belief system that is holding you back and is not serving you well, drop it and move forward. So these are the things you've got to revisit by sitting down and asking yourself that question. Oftentimes we think that getting ourselves, reviewing and looking inward and trying to reflect on our life is for another person. No, it is for you. Because what kind of a life are you living when you're not self-improving? What kind of a life are you living when you are stagnated? You want to be a better person. So when you reflect and make those adjustments, you're not making it for anyone. You're making it for yourself. And remember, when you're a better person, you attract more better people. Third point, the steps to take before getting into a relationship is self-confidence. You build your self-confidence because when you know that you're better at what you do, when you have that self-love for yourself, you won't settle for anything that just comes your way because you've worked hard on yourself to make yourself a better version of yourself. You're no longer where you were 5 years ago. You have learned from experience. You've understood yourself better. You know your core values and you've reflected to know what you want when you meet someone. Because now you understand yourself better. You can tell yourself, this is not my type. This is not what I want in a man. Then finally, set personal goals. Men desire women that are independent. What are you striving to achieve? Where are you going to? Any man coming in your life knows she's got focus. So if he's coming to derail that, then you're not compatible. But when he knows that you've got focus and he's willing to support you move forward, then you know that, yeah, he could be the right person. Because you know better to go for someone who also have focus. You know to go for someone who have focus. It's very important that we reflect. It's very important that we understand our patterns. It's very important that we know what our values are. Most of the way, a lot of people cope with the healing, especially when they've broken up from someone, is jumping into another relationship. It's most people's coping mechanism. But this is not the right coping mechanism. You have time. Yeah, your heart was broken. You should have time to cry, to heal, to get better. But if your coping mechanism is just to jump into another relationship, we are carrying that baggage from our old relationship into the new one. And we're projecting this trauma, this baggage into that new one. And whether we like it or not, because we have not healed from the previous one, we start attacking our new partner. Let's say the other one cheated on you. You are now so suspicious of this other one. You're doing things because of the insecurity, because of the baggage you've carried on from the other relationship. Give yourself time to heal. When you heal, then you go through these steps that I've talked about today. You get yourself better. You get yourself more confident. Then you can now start dating again. Thanks for watching today. And don't forget to share this video with somebody who might need it out there. And God's blessings as always.